Hello and welcome to a very special episode of the Good Poets Gaming Podcast. This is episode 9 of season 4. And what was that noise?
Someone's celebrating it.
I know, yeah.
Special episode.
So we live next to some absolute asses who have like a Viking ring.
Nice.
Dear.
Apologies.
That's fine. It's staying in. I like it. Someone was celebrating there's the finale. Either because we're finished for a little bit or because it's going to be a good episode. We will see. But as
Is
you
that
probably
Carol
heard,
draw went it earlier?
That's it. But we are joined by Marv and Coach Marv, to give him his full title. I don't know why I just went Marv. And Game Matter Luke. So, if Marv, you just kind of tell us a little bit about what you do for anyone who hasn't heard of you or doesn't know what you do, and then Luke, if you do the same after, please.
Hi, I'm Coach Marv. I run a motorbike ring. No, I'm joking. I've been on TikTok now for about 2-3 years. On my second page, I do retro gaming content, ask questions, post questions, but also run Champion the Game of the podcast, which Dan and Poetic are working on as a game matter. And I'm an avid supporter of this, so I'm very keen to get into this more. Very keen.
Wicked.
Yeah, so I'm Game Matter, or Luke, call me whatever. I started just over a year ago, I think in about February, March time. Started on TikTok and then kind of heavily went into streaming, where you'll find me play like indie games, or I'm going through the Dark Souls games for the first time. And I love the podcast. I'm pretty sure I've watched every single one.
Oh,
Nice.
wicked.
I think, to be honest, both of you are probably, like, you know, you get like your Spotify Wrapped for like creators. I think both of you were up there for like listeners or watchers, or I think both on YouTube and Spotify. So thank you for that. I appreciate that, and so is Poetic. So for anyone listening, this is going to be a bit more of a deep dive into content. We've done the podcast about these two guys, about them in general. Now we're going to go into content creation and dive a bit more into that. So, to kind of start us off, what made both of you kind of go from a casual gamer and go into content and being more of like, I don't really like using this word, but like a professional gamer, or having a big moment of gaming in your life?
Coach Marv is shaking his head, so I feel like he should go first.
Yeah.
No, the fact you said professional is just like what we do. I'll jump in if you want to. Like, I mean, feel free to call me professional if you want to, but I just sort of one day on a whim was like, you know what, let's just try TikTok. It was like stories of it being a dancing app. And then I thought, you know what, sorry, I'll look for some gaming stuff. So there was a lot more on there than I thought there was going to be. And I thought, I've got a collection, let's start showing it. So I did one very terrible video. And then kind of got the bug, just sharing some things. And I met Richard G and some others that were just amazing people. And I thought, this isn't as scary as it looks, isn't as immature as it looks. So I'll sort of jump in and made more and more videos. The quality hasn't got much better, but I'm still doing it. So the origin isn't really that like impressive. It's just I enjoy making videos. So if I was enjoying doing it, then fine. But I'll keep doing it regardless, sort of thing.
Nice. I like that, because like a lot of people tend to, they'll do it and they'll start kind of like get a bit of a following and getting a bit of a success, and like, right, how can I make money off it? Whereas like with you don't see that at all. With you have the approach of, I love doing this, I enjoy doing it. If I make money off it, bonus. But it's not the be all and end all for you. So fair play for that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I could tomorrow quit my job and do it, I would.
Yeah.
But like, it's not. I don't see it as a feasible thing, especially short term.
No.
Like I could. It sounds a bit ridiculous, but I could quit tomorrow, and it wouldn't be TikTok tomorrow, and it wouldn't be a big deal. Not to diminish anything I've done or people I've met or anything, but priorities are priorities. So like, I can't prioritize this thing and making money out of it. So why worry so much?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I've got a question. What made you want to transition from essentially just posting about video games to then deciding that you wanted to start championing video game content creators?
I have this thing, like a gag on my show. People that do what I do but better. And that's basically it. I really enjoy sharing people I enjoy looking at and enjoying their content and everything. So it's just easy for me. It's always been part of my lexicon that I've done as a coach, as a teacher, etc. I've always tried to lift people up. So if I enjoy the content you make, why wouldn't I share it? That's how it basically started. And if that's become kind of a tagline, then I can't really complain. I really enjoy what I do. So I'll take it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Luke, what about you? So what kind of made you go into from casual, just I'll play games on the fly, to you're gonna stream them, you're gonna post about them?
Well, like growing up as a teenager, I've always loved Greg Miller and the Kind of Funny crew, the ex IGN guys.
Yeah.
And he's always like, just do it. If you want a job in this field, just do it.
Yeah.
And then about a year ago, like I was very similar to you, Dan. Like I was at a low point in my life. I was in a job I hated. Like in the first 3 months of doing it, I was in a job I hated. My granddad died and my dad got cancer. And I was like, fuck. Yeah. But then it kind of just gave me an escape, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, as you get older as well, like you kind of lose less friends, and those friends might not even have the same interests as you.
Yeah.
I quickly, you know, found friends through streaming that are still good friends and hope they're friends for life. I've reconnected with old ones. And I think I'm all right here. I think I'm okay at streaming. So I think I enjoyed it. I was decent at it, so that's kind of what kept me going, I think, with it, really.
Do you think you would carry on with it if you were told that you were bad at it? Just to put it out there. Not that you are, but
What are you telling me something?
No, not at all.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, of course, yeah. Like, this kind of brings on to the fact that the internet has been a lot of a nicer place than I thought it was.
Yes,
with
100%.
uploading content. I think I've only ever had like one hate comment, and it wasn't even a hate comment, you know.
Was that Dan?
Yeah, on his old account. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I think so, because all these other people are, you know, I'm lucky enough to have stick around and want to watch or interact or talk to me. So what's one person's opinion in that regard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think the whole, like, the community, just talk about like the nicer side of the internet, and like the butterfly effect's mad. Like if I never started posting about like Hell Let Loose videos, and if Marv never started championing people on it, and Poetic didn't do, I think you started kind of on the techie side, didn't you, Poetic?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't even know what you were doing at the start, Luke, but no, I'm only. But my point is that if that never happened, this conversation wouldn't be happening now. We wouldn't have the podcast. Marv wouldn't have the podcast. Luke wouldn't be doing so well with streaming. I keep pointing like this because I'm forgetting where everyone is in relation, and it's going wrong. But there you go.
But just to add to that as well, you mentioned something there, Luke, and what became very apparent to me very early on is that your biggest supporters, when you do put yourself out there, are people you've never met.
Yeah.
Like, I literally have friends that know that I do this and will never mention it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got people that I've never met in my life that would, like, every video they'll comment, they'll repost, they'll share, they'll like if I don't post in a week, they'll message me and be like, hey, everything okay, and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, literal strangers out there are supporting me more than people that I speak to every day.
Yeah.
Apart from my mum, if she's listening.
A shout out for Mum on Father's Day. We love it. So we talked a little bit about you guys and your origin, but now let's go into kind of the content and what that might look like for each of you. So before we really get like into the nitty gritty of what you do, a personal question for me is how do you structure like your own content? So maybe Marv, you can talk about the kind of the networking side, and how do you organize the running of your podcast, and Luke, if you want to talk a bit more about the kind of how you pick what you want to stream, and just talk about your individual content schedules and how you make it work around life, essentially. Whoever wants to go first.
Yeah, sure. I mean, streaming is my main thing, and I'm just trying to start doing YouTube again, but it can be tough because editing takes a lot of time for it to get 3 views. You're like, yeah. So streaming for me at the moment is just having games to play that are going to be entertaining for people to watch and entertaining for me to play. And that is it. And so that's why I kind of picked Dark Souls. So I thought I could struggle this, and it's a game I've never tried, but I really wanted to. And I've really enjoyed it, and I can say I completed Dark Souls now for the first time, which is great. And then and now I've past like a month or so, I've kind of pivoted towards indie games. So I'm kind of having a stream where I find like the new indie games coming out this week and play the demos for them, and then going forward I'm going to be like streaming a indie game I've never played before, like a big one like Firewatch, for example. Because the way in my opinion, this could be a hot take, but in my opinion, indies are going to be the way forward in the gaming industry, because right now it's a minefield out there.
Hard.
So, and there's so many games. There's so many amazing games you never heard of.
Can I just say something, Luke? Your recent run of shorts, like outside of like just the amount that there is, right? The quality, like the way you edit them, with like the animations of you coming up and all of that stuff, absolutely excellent. Like it genuinely looks like you have been doing this for years, and like this is what you do in the nicest possible way. Like it looks proper professional.
Appreciate that, but I just basically made it as easy as possible. I've kind of editing things, but I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
No, it's really good.
Absolutely smashing it, mate. Like I tried, because you were doing these videos and you had like you at the top and the little emotes, and I don't know what you call your like character, an emote.
Yeah, that's what they are. Yeah, emotes. Yeah.
And I tried to do one with like a bit of Assassin's Creed gameplay, and then like the top bit with me, and it took me hours. It took me hours, and I don't know how you do it. Like, just no.
Don't share your secrets.
No.
Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
I thought we were gonna get an exclusive then.
No, I can tell you guys the boring stuff you want, but I don't think that'd be very interesting.
Fair enough. Okay, so Marv, what about you? Maybe talk about what the hardest part about the schedule of your podcast is, or your content in general.
Oh, crikey. Well, the first thing I was going to say was like Luke just never sleeps. That's the secret. That's kind of what it is. Like you have to. People don't really get. You have to put work in. That's one of my biggest tapes. Is like you have to actually put work in for whatever you're doing, whether it's a podcast or a stream schedule, whatever it is. You have to put work in. People don't really get that. Like my hot take really is, I don't think people understand that enough, and they just expect stuff. But to answer your question more directly, like it's because like whereas Luke's got this like quote unquote professional, as Poetic just said, look about his stuff. I don't really have the ability, desire, or time to make that sort of video or short form
Yeah.
content. But what I can do is have conversations. So I was like, how can I make that a thing? Well, let's be different and make something a bit different from everybody else and do a podcast. And that's what it came about. And then, of course, once you get into that, it's how do you network? How do you get names? I don't know anybody, but I was fortunate enough that back in the day, I used to watch What Culture a lot. So I knew some names here and there, and I'd been on the side a bit and whatever. So that got me Josh. And then Josh got me into Scott. And, I'd had back and forth Twitter conversations every now and then with them. But that little bit of networking there then got me started into others. I could drop an exclusive now where we've got Amy Mallet coming on for 108.
Wow.
She runs Future Game Show. And the one after that should be Lucy James, which is just wild. But the one thing I go back to is the hard work because, as you guys know, because you smash it as well, it's sending emails, not being afraid to ask questions.
Mm.
Yeah.
Someone said on on a video the other day, is there anyone else that said no? Of course. Of course there is. People might reply, they're saying no. But it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I mean, I messaged someone and I'll message later on in something else, but I know, do you fancy coming on to the whole spiel? They said no, but it wasn't the case that they didn't want to do it. It's a scheduling thing.
Yeah.
People won't always say no out of malice. So once you understand that, it's a bit easier. But then, like I said before, it's just for me making content where I can be a little bit different, have a bit more professional look about it. And that is a podcast for me. And it's a piss to not edit.
Yeah. I think one thing that I've found with the podcast is I've kind of decided, because obviously we're in the similar boat of obviously having a pregnant wife, pregnant fiance, and I've kind of got to decide, right, when baby's here, what are some things that I can do? Am I echoing? Sorry.
No.
I think so.
No. It might just be for me. No worries. We'll leave that in. It's fine. But yeah, with having the baby, I've got to decide what is going to be content that I can actually do, and that's why I've stopped doing YouTube, because I can't sit down anymore to edit 3 hours worth of footage into 20 minutes. But with a stream, if I don't want to edit that down at all, I don't have to, and my YouTube's going to turn into just getting the raw footage and putting it there. With the podcast, the only edits I've got to do is like the start and the finish. That's it, done. And then any clips that I want to get, I just literally get off the OBS straight away.
Well, it's also a thing where, because you said about schedules, like I'm fortunate where my schedule at the moment for work allows me some mornings in the week. So I do have time, an hour or two to record in. And because I've not got to edit it for 3 hours later, it's literally essentially as it is uploaded. Yeah. It makes it very simple. It's a simple process.
Yeah.
So as long as you can arrange times with people, and I'd stress this to people that are starting out and want to do what I do, similar and better, approach them professionally. Get their email address, get their agency email address. Don't just message them on Twitter or TikTok or Instagram. Do that one first, because that's a lot easier and more professional. And I've got a lot of responses because of it. I think people just fling out a comment on TikTok or Instagram and expect to get no, they get it all the time.
No. Yeah.
Be professional with it. And like I said before, just go along with your own schedule, figure out from there, because the more you take on, the harder it is. If I said, right, I'm going to do one a day, which I started off doing, it's impossible. We've got a little on the way. If that means I can't do it anymore, fine. I'm happy with that. But yeah, it's about finding what you can do and what you can't do, taking out from there.
Yeah. See, I kind of agree with that, but also not. I agree with the finding out the schedule part, but just from my own experience, like when I started, I was doing 3 short videos a day on 3 different platforms, a long form video a week, and then I actually transitioned into streaming as well, and then I was doing all that at the very start with the podcast, and then I realized that that's not attainable. So now I've gone to like 1 short video every 3 days. And, just figuring out where that line is of, can I do this? Is it attainable? And I've realized, no, it's not. So I kind of agree with you, but also at the start, it can be good to push yourself a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I'll just, before I keep rounding on, I'll just say one last thing on that, which is I did put out 30 in a month, if you remember. Because I said I want to get a bit of a foot, because I want to get a footprint out there. So I pre-recorded like 5 or 6, and then kept going, and that allowed me to have a bit of a portfolio almost out there already.
Yeah.
So there was, and I will give myself credit here for this, a lot of work at the beginning. It
Yeah.
wasn't just willing to throw stuff out. There was a bit of a plan there. So I do agree with you still.
Yeah.
Fair,
Marv,
fair.
I've got a question. At what point did you go from I want to make a podcast, and by that I mean like you were doing the episodes and stuff, to I have a podcast, right? Like, because those are two quite different things. If you for anyone that makes content, they'll understand what I mean by that. What was that turning point for you?
In all honesty, and I'll always give him credit because I've actually spoken with him since, was when Josh Brown came on. Because Josh Brown fitted me in on his lunch break. And he was more than happy, even because he had tech issues, like I did, spoiler alert, had tech issues signing in, and actually extended his lunch break for me to do it. And I was like, this is a guy I've literally watched for 7-8 years, do content I'd love to do and really look up to. And he said yes, and was more than willing to have a chat. I loved it, and messaged me after, everything's brilliant. And that cemented for me, people enjoyed it. So I felt like I have a podcast now, basically.
Yeah, and you do, and it's genuinely fantastic. And I listen to it. So I walk my dog in the morning, and that's literally my walk. It's me shouting at the dog and listening to you. That's literally my morning routine.
I really hope now that Marv knows that in the next episode, Marv is like, "Oh, by the way, Gamble, get back here."
Basically, yeah.
But just talking about your, obviously, like, I know it's no secret that Marv, you influenced this podcast a lot, even though this podcast is a lot different. The original kind of reason why I was like, "Ooh, this could be something that I do with someone else." I knew I couldn't do it on my own, and that's why I brought Poetic to do it with me as well. But every single episode, I will look at it, and every time I open Spotify, I'll look and go, "How the fuck has he got this person?" But it is just what you say. It's the hard work and the emails, and I think that the biggest thing is when you don't get a response, little follow up, and not being afraid to have that little follow up.
I'll say this now. I've messaged, and I can give examples, but I won't because I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
There's a particular lady that does content. Well, I said, okay, Kale as well. Kale as well. There's a particular lady that does content who I've followed for a very long time. I think she's actually tremendous at what she does. She's a brilliant advocate for a number of different things. I love her content bits. But obviously, she's really big. She's UK, and I've messaged her about 4 times because I watched a video by Simon Miller. I don't even know if you know who that is or not. He's in Korea. And I messaged him, but he did a video, I want to say 6 months ago, and he was like taking the piss a little bit, but he said people don't see their emails all the time. You know? So the plan is for me, I'll message someone on email, wait a few weeks, month or whatever, however long it is, little cheeky follow up, nice casual follow up. If I hear nothing, I'll leave it. If it's someone massive, I'll email again, maybe a 3rd time, 4th time, maybe, because they're so big, they might add spam, or the agent hasn't got it yet, whatever it is. So that's basically how it looks.
Yeah. And I like that you're very professional with it in terms of, like, you're not afraid of that rejection. Like, if they say no, okay, on to the next person.
This is the last thing I'll say, because I think I've taken time away from Luke. But basically, there's one person, I've asked the question, because I'm doing a live stream soon. And one of the questions I'm answering is, has anyone said no? There is someone, because they asked for money.
Right.
But even that I don't take as a bad thing because of the position they're in. I think you've got to accept some people are just too busy or too agent heavy, so they didn't do a little podcast like mine. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, so that's all part and parcel.
Yeah, 100%. Sorry, got a proper like frog in my throat. Poetic, take over. Oh, dear me.
Cool. Wow, that for those not watching, Dan's just in pieces right now. But
bless him.
we've briefly touched on like the origin stories of your content. Luke, we'll start with you. Where do you see yourself in a year's time? I mean, I know you're celebrating a year of affiliate soon, but where do you see yourself in a year's time from today? And congrats, by the way.
Thank you. That's the thing. I would love to tell you, but I don't know, because a year ago I wouldn't have said that I would be where I am now. I think as a content creator, I've been very I don't want to say adaptable, but I've kind of gone with the flow where if I'm not wanting to do shorts, I've not done shorts for 4 months and I've just streamed.
Yeah.
I would like to try. I would like to do YouTube, get YouTube going. That's what I would like to focus on next. 'Cause I feel it took me a while to get comfortable with streaming. I think Dan probably knows that from my side, but I feel like I'm in a place where I am comfortable with it. So if I can now somehow steal the time from somewhere and get some YouTube videos out about some indie games, that's where I want to be. I want to be a voice for indies people might not have heard of.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, both
Jinx.
championing people.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
you can't jinx your co-host like that. That doesn't work for a podcast, really, does it? Come on.
I didn't actually think you heard that, but fair enough. And Marv, same question to you. Obviously, you've got a baby coming soon, so your life will be drastically different in a year's time than it is today. But similar question to you: where do you want to see your content be in a years from now?
I had Goshen Games on, and he's like, "You're kind of the Rogan of gaming podcasts because of the conversation as in it's a conversation week by week sort of thing." And I'd love to be that voice. I'd love to be that person that platforms, like Luke just said, indie gamers, indie content providers. We're going to Timeless Dan and Poetic.
Yeah.
Are you coming, Luke?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Yeah, game on. So we're going to stuff like that. So I'd love to go to a few more of those as a creator. We're seeing some great panelists. I'd love to be someone that hosts those panels, or maybe has somewhere that people can come to listen to stuff for that. So I'd love to have a podcast that's known further, but also one that still does its job and champions others by highlighting those people. And if that can be something that people gravitate to, then great. So long story short, hosting panels and stuff like that, and being someone more of a voice in the industry.
Yeah.
How amazing would it be? Sorry to butt in a bit, Poetic, but how amazing would it be in, like, say, 1 year's time, 5 years' time, however long it takes, and Marv, you're hosting a panel, but the panel consists of us three, maybe, or we're all involved in the same event in some way, and it's kind of like you're at sit back moment of like, fuck, we've actually done something with this, you know what I mean? I feel like, not to toot our own horns a little bit, but I feel like we've all kind of achieved to some extent what we wanted to with doing this, because we all started it because we enjoy it. And I feel like we've all gained that extra layer of, this is more cool than I thought it would be. So maybe just speak about that. What's the kind of like the cooler part of what you never expected to get out of doing this? If Luke, you want to go. Sorry, go on. So, go.
Before we move on to that topic, I just want to say, Marv, you are probably a lot closer to that than you think. And the reason why I say that is because your podcast, if someone was to turn to me and not be like, hey, I want to listen to a podcast about video games, my initial thought wouldn't be my own podcast. It would be yours.
So space there.
I'm not happy with that one.
On his own podcast as well.
No, but like not.
I'll read you the contract that we signed.
not in a like.
No, I get it.
Disrespectful way, but like you're like I do feel like you are a lot closer to what you want to achieve than you give yourself credit for. If that makes sense.
Yeah, thank you, first of all. What I think always gets me is I started off, and it's still the same plan. I never changed it, of like championing, I hate the phrase, small creators, like people that need a bit more of a voice, and earnestly, people I want to talk to. Like, frankly, you know, I don't care about the follow account. It's just great that I can speak to these people that are getting on the journey started or whatever it is, and to have people like Ridiculous, Jesse Cox, people from What Culture, the whole list of people, right, is one to pinch me for a start, and it does sort of make me go, actually, they're keen to do it, so maybe I'm doing something right. But also, it keeps me grounded because like I have to stay professional with it. I can't wait on my own laurels. If you know what I mean? So the fact I've got accepted as a creator is madness. Like I literally sit on an iPad, record a video with somebody, and upload it. That's how I feel like it comes across. If people enjoy it, then I can't complain. You know, so thank you, but I don't know how to accept it.
I think that's a good thing that you don't know how to accept it, because like I honestly feel that we will go to Timeless and there will be people that come up to you and go, holy shit, that's Marv.
Yeah, I'll be one of them.
Yeah, I'll be one of them as well. But you know, I know that you'll kind of be a bit like, oh, well, thank you, and you know, you won't be like, well, yes, I am Marv. You know, pay me £5 and you can get a photo. You know, you're not going to be that guy at all. That would be a good way to make money, though. Maybe you should look into it.
I'll give you one, and this is again the last thing I'll say because I'm not too my own horn. I hate it, but like, what would be really cool is, have you seen who was announced yesterday as one of the panels?
Yes, the horror game
the horror,
game awards,
hosted by one of our friends, Ash Millman.
Yes,
Ash Millman's someone I've literally followed their content for, no joke, the whole of the span, so 10 years. And she was kind of come on my show. Actually, you know, I spoke to you at last year's time, etc. And she's lovely. And I'll be able to go up to her and say, "Hi, Ash," and she'll know me. And that's insane.
To be fair, I've never even thought of it like that. But yeah, that is nuts, isn't it?
Well,
you mentioned Magdan, didn't you, before?
Yes.
On an episode.
Yeah.
You can do a mag.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. That is nuts. I didn't even think.
Yeah, it's mad. It's exciting because, like, I mean, apart from like obviously the whole Timeless crew and everything, but the person that I'm most looking forward to meeting is Poetic.
Yeah,
like I'm not really gonna lie.
Likewise,
obviously you as well, Marv.
Yeah,
but
everyone on the call.
I'm sure Luke would attest to this. You saying that about us, you know, I listen to your podcast weekly because I love it. So I'm the same way with you guys. You know what I mean? Like, you are part of my week. You're part of Luke's week. Like, we love what you do. You've achieved that, so that should be celebrated. And we're like, oh my god, it's Dan. It's Poetic. Like, that's mad. That's madness.
I don't know. I've already met Dan. It's not all that, really, to be honest.
Oh dear.
Sorry, Dan, you had a fantastic question, and I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I basically said that you guys have you've got what you wanted from content creation and more. So there's layers to you've done this for enjoyment, you know. For you know, for me and Luke streaming, there is that slight monetary thing as well, where we're doing it professionally. There's the communities that you've built, there's the experience that you guys have had. So just speak a little bit about the kind of, you talked about it a little bit there, Mark, but the kind of, what did you not expect to get out of this from when you started? So Luke, if you can go first for this one.
I think number one, the friendships. I still remember like where I was when I came across your live stream on TikTok for the first time, Dan.
Yeah.
And
when I had my phone pointed at the TV.
No, not that. I think you'd have the setup. I think you were doing your charity streams at this point.
Oh, was it that one? Wow.
And I was like, oh my god, this guy has 2,000 followers. He's not gonna want to like take any notice of me. Like, he's gonna think I'm like, he seems like a really cool guy. And he thinks I'm just want him for his fame. And like, and you were lovely. You know, you were great, and you know, it was cool. You're a very close friend now. So there's that. The one that's happened recently, which is mental to like 14-year-old Luke, is that like I got stream sponsored by Minecraft, which is like one of
That's
the
mad.
biggest games
That's
of all time.
massive. Yeah.
And it doesn't make me, they haven't come to me directly or whatever. But you know how it works, Dan. I think.
Yeah.
But the fact, like, I could tell little 14-year-old Luke who was making Minecraft videos with his mates, that 14 years later that happened. Oh, it's crazy. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane that, like, even creators like the size of me and smaller get that opportunity. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it is good when things like that happen. Like, I get the odd email every now and again, and I thought it was spam at first, and it was just like, here's a free game.
Yeah.
And one day I basically took the email and put it into Gemini and was like, is this legit? And it said, yeah, absolutely fine. And I got High on Life 2 for completely free. And it
So
wasn't
mad.
like, it wasn't an email saying you have to do this, 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 and this. It was, here's a game, make content on it if you want. If you don't, you don't. But I think they've seen that I haven't made content on it because they haven't sent me another one for a while. But I'll take it. I'll take it. So, going on that question a little bit, what would be, if in like a year you could say you'd done something that was like, you now would not believe, what would that thing be?
This to me again, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Probably just, like, get fully, like, early access to a game coming out. I mean, I've already got them opportunities, but, like, just be like, here, have this game, make whatever content you want about it, give us your thoughts.
Yeah.
That probably. And then, yeah, just, like, building up what I already have. I feel like I have a very good foundation anyway. Just keeping it going. That's it. Just keeping it going. Seeing what happens.
Just keep on going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like it. And I think the thing with your streaming is you're very good at adding like the little added extras for your chat.
Right,
The things that I'm not great at, like one of your redeems is people get to throw a croissant at you. Like,
yeah.
Like, and I do it every time and I always miss. But it's just like the fact that you're allowing someone to sit there for an hour if they wanted to throwing croissants at you, then I might do that next stream. I might just sit there for an hour.
Can I just?
I was going to say, sorry, Luke. Go on.
Go on. I was going to say, can I just put in
That's brilliant.
That's one of our clips.
I was going to say, the moment's gone now, but please, lads, can we bring croissants to Timeless?
Yes. Okay. I will.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll get thrown out, but it's fun.
Yes.
It'll be worth it.
Yes. That's what a lot of people do in Liverpool, by the way. It's like tradition. When you meet someone for the first time, you throw a croissant at them. So
okay, good to know.
It's quite fitting. It's really not, but it'd be funny if it was. Sorry, Luke. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, because I don't have time to bring it up, but this is a little streamer tip. That is kind of like, I don't know what you want to call it, a lore, I guess. I don't know, an in-joke in the channel.
Yeah.
If in streaming, like, kind of latch onto that and run with it, and it will build like your community stronger, and because I have something to kind of laugh about and joke about with each other and you. So yeah, that's a tip. That's definitely a tip with streaming from me.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, because like, I probably don't have all of like the in jokes and things, but like if someone comes into stream and as a joke they're taking the piss out of me, I lean into it, and if you, as soon as you can't start going, well, you're not allowed to say that. Obviously, if they're calling you, effing this and effing that, and they're being disrespectful, but if they can't come on and call me short, or whatever. I'm like, well, yes, I'm a little leprechaun, or whatever you want to do, and lean into that. Maybe make a little piece of artwork or an emote that's me as a leprechaun. I might have to do that now because I forget people listen to these recordings. So people will comment saying that, and I know Marv will comment saying that as well. Oh dear. Right, one thing that I wanted to do, because we've got our script here, but we're going off on tangents and it's great. I just wanted to kind of open the floor to you guys and say, is there anything that you really want to bring up within like content creation, or anything that you think people should be aware of if they're going to start doing this, if they're currently doing it and they haven't got something that's like, they kind of don't know the full story of it really? What would be something that you'd tell people about it?
Luke, want to go? Because I don't want to jump in ahead of him again.
Yeah, I would say is know what you want to get in it for, because whether that is doing it for fun or wanting to make a career out of it, just know what you're going in for. Because if you're doing it for fun, it's the harsh reality is doesn't mean you're going to get results. If that is the case, but the flip side of that is if you are wanting to do it, obviously it is hard, but I've seen people do it, and it is now, within 1-2 years, it is possible. Because it shocks me, but there is quite a lot of opportunities for smaller creators. Not saying that is handed to you on a platter, but I really think if you look for it and are serious about it, it can be a thing that you want to do. But yeah, if you want to do it for fun, do it for fun, of course. But the algorithm is a thing, an interesting thing. Yeah, make friends if you want to do it for fun. I think that's what the best thing about it is.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think for me, it's two-part really. But the first thing is understand going in that oversaturation is a thing, but use that to your advantage. If you don't accept that it's currently, there's like so much content out there people make, like anyone does it, everyone does it. In the past, it was like, oh, there's too much of it, so no one gets seen. It doesn't matter anymore. Everyone at some point will get seen by someone, and it's how you build on that. I've said before on my show, like virality is different now. Like you don't have to have a certain X number of followers or subscribers to be successful. No. Have your community in your space that thrives no matter the number, and you'll be successful. So if you can accept that you don't need millions of this, millions of that, or whatever it is, like Luke just said, there's opportunities there. Use the oversaturation to your advantage. Be a little bit different. Jump into a market that's got loads in it already and be different. Be you, and your little quote unquote little community will thrive if you make it good enough. So if you can accept that, then great. Or my second thing is
brilliant point.
My second thing is just make a TikTok coach account. Because let's face it, every other video, your content sucks. You should be doing this. And you've got millions of followers, so do that.
I remember I made a video on this probably about a year and a half ago. It was like one of the first kind of like quote unquote talking heads videos that I did, and it was basically me looking at the camera going, who gives a shit if I interact from the top up or the top down or do this or whatever? And like I pointed out that if you actually go on to these people's, you got me in a rant now. If you actually go onto these people's accounts, they will have like 100,000 followers, but they will get 1,000 views a video. And like, that's not real. That's not a thing. Like, for me, obviously the algorithm, and I had it myself where I went through a period of 2 months where I was getting 10 views a video. And I don't know why that happened, but I just had to kind of battle through it. So the algorithm is a thing, but I think if you've got, say, let's use a round number, 1,000 followers, and you built that community up, I think realistically, if you're getting 400 views, but then you're getting like 30 comments, 60 likes, like the views are not the only metric. And I think people get lost in the views. I've had videos that have had over 300,000 views, and I've had videos that have had 20 views, and the comments and the likes the main thing that I look at. I would rather have a 200 view video with 80 likes than a 300,000 view video with 100,000 likes. I'd rather it be closer and more tight knit. I feel is better anyway.
Do you know what's funny? I've already heard you say this story today. Because I listened to your first podcast in preparation for this.
Really?
You said the exact same thing. And do you want to know why I listened to it again?
Go on.
I wanted to know how long it would take you to mention Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
I never mentioned it.
Do you have a guess of how long it took you to mention it?
In the first ever podcast? Ooh.
In the first ever episode?
5 minutes?
No, a bit longer than that.
Oh, go on.
Any guesses?
15?
Close. 18 minutes and 36 seconds.
What?
Bloody hell.
And we could have gone for another one, but it wouldn't be fair, would it? Had to keep the tradition going.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's been so many episodes where like I've realised we're getting towards the end, and I'm like, I need to fit this in somewhere. I need to get it in. But like that's kind of like what you were saying, like the little in joke, isn't it?
That's
it. Like I love the game, but there are games that I love more. It's just become a thing, so we're running with it. Even if it's just me and Poetic that enjoy it, and you two, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. But
oh dear.
To add to the point, I'm not sure if I read this or I think it might have been from a YouTube video, but essentially it was saying something along the lines of you only need, and this is relatively speaking, but you only need about 1,000 true fans, and the reason why I say that's relative is because for me, I think it was roughly when I hit about 500 followers on TikTok where in my head I was like, oh shit, like this is getting real, right? Because it moved from one comment every 5 videos to like 3 comments on every video, and I was like, bloody hell, this is a lot. So yeah, the point there is for anyone that does want to do this, don't chase the algorithm, don't chase trends and stuff, and your community will find you in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get these people, I find, and I'm not going to mention any names, but you do get people where every second video is a seller video. They'll be selling something, and that's absolutely fine. But I've seen certain accounts where they will be a gaming account and they'll be selling like washing up liquid or something like that.
Shop.
Yeah, and when you're just a bit like, this doesn't quite align, man. I mean, you've
got to diversify. Come on.
Yeah, you do you. But like,
I mean, gamers need to wash stuff too,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think on it though, just a bit of devil's advocate, I suppose.
No, go on.
I think it's completely fine to do that if you say it overtly at the beginning. Like, Luke, you said earlier, like, know what you're jumping into it for. Like, if you want to be someone that makes money out of it, it's fine to say, I want to do it for money. That's fine. Yeah. There's no. Yeah. If you're making it out to be like you're really, the wrong phrase, but humble and like you do it for love and it's like gaming. No.
Yeah.
Okay, great. But then don't show me 4 videos in a row of you selling what's not good. Like,
yes.
It won't align with the selling point you're telling me. Like,
yeah.
Two great examples is Mr. Yorkie Retro is fantastic, by the way. But again, he has like 5 different pages for this reason. Chesterfield has, he did a video today of his gaming page is one page and his selling page is another. So what is he separated? It's fine if you say it out loud to begin with. Don't confuse people though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And also, if you are selling something, like if you're a gaming channel and you are selling like washing up liquid and you sell me that washing up liquid by like washing a controller or something like that, like I get that type of thing, you know what I mean? Like I understand that. If you kind of, you know, just do it like Marv said, if you kind of just saying, you know, oh, I'm wanting to do this for the love of it. I really want to, you know, I love my community, but also buy this Fanta and buy this mouse, and you know, then it becomes a little bit watered down. I feel like, but again, you know, it's not what I would do personally, but to each their own. You know, you do you, and if you're making money with it, you know, go get paid. You know.
And for the sake of Dan's podcast and Poetic's podcast, other brands are available.
Brands are available. Yes, definitely. I'm surprised that I have a little like minifigure of myself. I don't know if people know this, and I never showed that to the camera. Humble. Yeah, very humble. It actually looks like me though. Like
I know, which is great.
How good is that?
Do you know what? Do you know what? One of my favorite videos of yours, Dan, is just you when you go, "Why am I the generic character?"
Yeah.
The tree one.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I on my stream, I actually clipped that myself in the moment because I was like, "This is gonna be funny. This is funny," and I think, like, it's a running theme of like, if you're not afraid to take the piss out of yourself doing this, then you're more likely to crack on with it. Like Marv, you do it and kind of saying that, you know, everyone does it better than you, or is slightly, you know, more handsome than you, or you say like different things on your podcast to different guests, but that's a running theme, and that's became a little inside joke. Luke, you have it with, you know, the old matter and this type of, I had to get that in somewhere. For anyone that doesn't know, Luke has a command on his chat that anytime you type old, it will come up with an emote of him with grey hair, and it is fantastic.
That's brilliant.
Poetic, do you have anything to add, or I've got another topic I was going to go into?
No, go for it.
So I've got the script here, but I'm leaving that there because we're going off on a good tangent here. So I'm actually going to close it down. That doesn't exist anymore. So, very simply, from each of you, 5 do's about content creation, and then we'll see if there's 5 don'ts that we can get to as well. Whoever wants to go, maybe if you want to go 1 for 1, and see if they align.
Who wants to go first?
Go on, Luke.
Whoever.
Do make it as easy for yourself as possible, as in try and be efficient as possible, make your workflow easy.
Yeah.
That's my first one.
Yeah, I like it. Marv?
Do what you want to do, and as long as it doesn't impose on anybody's joy of their stuff, do it. Because somebody somewhere, whether they say it out loud or not, it's most likely will not like it, but that's fine. The ones you care about are the ones that do. And the ones that do include you. So do what you want to do.
That's brilliant.
Do just start. Don't wait till you've got all the right equipment and tech. I mean, I think that's what we've all done right. We've just improved it over time and grown it over time.
Yeah.
Do take breaks if you feel you need to. Because if you've done the right thing in the first place with bettering yourself and making content you enjoy, someone else probably does like it too. So they will stay. So if you have to have a bit of a breakaway, do it, because they'll be here when you come back.
Yeah.
Do reach out to people and do make friends, because it's the same thing as your podcast, Marv, and well, you guys as well, but kind of less scary because what does it matter? What does it matter? But most of the time, if it's been me with someone or someone comes to me, it's a friendship's been made.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had any negative interaction really. I don't think from like people reaching out. The only ones I will say that you get every so often is like agencies or graphic designers reaching out to you, and if you say no, they can be a little bit pestery.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they are trying to sell a product. And recently, I had a situation like that, and I said no so much that they've actually offered me a free trial for a week. So there you go. Sorry, Marv.
Do we keep going? Or am I?
Yeah.
Just as many as you want. Yeah.
Do not be afraid to set boundaries for yourself and stick to them. Especially, I don't stream, but we're out there in the public eye, really, because obviously we're on camera and everything. And you can have, and I wouldn't say I've had a lot of this, but I've been in Discord servers and I've been in people's streams and everything. People can like trauma jump on you a little bit, and that can become a bit too much of a pressurized situation because you're not a trained psychologist, you're not a trained thing, you're a friend, but don't be afraid to say, I'm sorry, but I can't at the moment, whatever. Don't be afraid to set a boundary every now and then so people don't overstep theirs without me.
Yeah.
You've just stolen my one. I was going to say, do set boundaries, and that can be like a wider thing as well. Especially with streaming, you get live feedback from people, from randomers and from community members, and you do what you feel like you have to because it is the Good Game Dan show. It is your thing, which you fully control.
Always the Good Game Dan show.
Well,
always.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Okay. I'm trying to think where to take this now. Do we do things that shouldn't be done? You said, like, don't be afraid to set boundaries, but is there anything that shouldn't be done?
I don't think you should compare yourself to others. I've done it, and it will make you spiral, and it will make you fall. You can fall out of love with it or whatever. Where the times when I enjoy doing content most is where I just force in my head my completely own thing, and that no inspirations or thoughts from anyone else or numbers or whatever, just doing your own thing. That is always when I've been most successful in my own terms of it.
I was going to say very similar. I was going to say don't chase how do I phrase this? Don't chase somebody else's narrative. So like you see a lot of these like CEX's trips and car boot sale trips or whatever it is, right? People build their collection up. Looks great, fantastic. We love seeing someone go to the shop and find a really cheap coupon. I'm taking piss now, but you find these things where it's great to see it live, right? And people have these amazing collections. Revisit has one, and Revival has one, and Chesterfield, great collections. But I've seen people, and I've literally seen it happen, and I can tell you the guy's name, but I won't. Started a page, and within 3 months he quit because every day he was picking up Xbox games to do his collection, and he literally had videos where his kitchen was full of these games. And he overran. He couldn't do it. He had unsustainable growth for himself, not his numbers. I mean, his actual physical media and lack of money was just dwindling. So don't chase false, stuff that you can't achieve, that can't attain and sustain.
No, I agree with that. Definitely.
Yeah, because like, I mean, you can, put these types of videos into categories, CX hauls or, showing off new games, but there will be a category, if you want, that you will fall into or feel most comfortable doing, or you can be a pioneer and do something completely different that no one's ever done before. So yeah, definitely don't fit yourself in a square hole. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Something like that. That's fast to say it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the new thing. But
Yeah,
we'll
that,
take it.
that's
We'll
going in
go
my
with
book of quotes. Don't put yourself in a square hole. And that is a clip.
Love it. I absolutely love that.
I got one more, if that helps.
Yeah, go for
Go
it.
for
Yeah,
it, yeah.
Don't be afraid to say no.
Yes.
Like, it sounds kind of scary. Like, if someone, I'm trying to think of an example now, but like, my thing with, say, the podcast, right? I've always said people come on and we have great conversation. It's wonderful and lovely, and everyone chats. But if there's someone that I've had an issue with or got an issue with me, I'll do that as well, because I'm there for the conversation. We can learn from each other. But at the same time, if there's someone I really disagree with that will not be good for the show, I won't just have them.
Yeah.
I won't just jump into someone's TikTok live as like a co-host, so to speak, on TikTok, just to do it and get more show of myself out there. If I don't agree with it, or it's stretching me for time, or whatever, just say no to things. More stuff come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just add to that. Sometimes, well, a lot of the times, what you say no to is more important than what you say yes to.
Yeah. 100%.
So just keep that in mind. Dan, do you want to? Well, I'm speaking, so I might as well. I'm just very conscious of time. And we usually end the podcast on this, but do either of you have any questions for us?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to ask next. So,
and it could literally be anything, right? Because
now I apologize if this has already been you've already been asked this, but
go for it.
No.
Why do you keep going? Why do you keep wanting to do this? What's the why?
Been asked that.
Oh,
do you want to go with Poetic or me?
I don't mind. I can go. I'll go.
Yeah, go on.
Why do I keep going? So I'll give you the long answer, right? So growing up, right, I was obsessed about video games. Like, I was just obsessed with them. I was also obsessed with writing and reading, but like the number one thing was video games. And it wasn't cool, right? It was never cool. Like, I played football and I was good at football, and that was the cool thing, right? But I would have like a small knit of friends and we will play video games together and stuff. But I always wanted to speak about video games more openly than I probably felt comfortable doing. And the reason why I keep going is because this doesn't, like, it's hard work, right? But it doesn't feel like work, right? Like,
that's just me. I'm just hard work.
Yeah. But like, the reason why I keep going is because I would be doing this shit if I could, right? Like, I would call my friend up and spend 2-3 hours just speaking about Halo and, like, and whatnot. So there's that aspect, and then the other aspect is that I have a goal that I want to achieve, and I am so obsessed with achieving that goal that it will be the biggest disappointment to myself if I don't attempt to get there, if that makes sense.
Yeah, completely.
So, those are the two main reasons.
I think for me, this is going to come across as a very blunt answer, but I think it's the best answer that I can give because I want to. Like,
yeah,
I got to a point with gaming where I felt unproductive by gaming, and this has gave me a way to feel productive gaming. Like, at the minute, I'll be in a minute. I'll be sat in bed playing Assassin's Creed 3, trying to platinum it, which
very
is
jealous.
for anyone else's world, it is a massive waste of time to platinum games if you're not enjoying it. Whereas for me, I am enjoying it, and I also get to make a little bit of content around it.
Yeah.
the way my brain works, if I wasn't doing the content and everything, my brain would feel like it was a waste of time to do, and I would enjoy myself watching YouTube videos or whatever. And that might be a strange way to think about it, but that's just me.
Yeah. Marv, any questions for us?
Yeah, I would say you've obviously had some fabulous guests on. And I just wondered if there's anything that a guest has ever said that's kind of stuck with you, that's made you change your opinion on something, or you think, I didn't think about it that way. Like, has anything ever stuck with you that you've taken away from the podcast?
Oh, I'm going to take this one first. I think the thing that really stuck with me is Mag, when he came on, and we had a really deep conversation about how streaming actually affected him and his relationship, and that made me kind of, he was kind of saying it in a way of, I've got all this success and it's been great, but it did come with a sacrifice, and I've kind of took that advice on cautiously, as in, I'm always going to remember that Abby and the baby are the priority. This comes second. So I haven't actually formally announced this yet. Bit of a podcast exclusive. But once the baby's born in October, I am going AWOL till 2027. Like, there will be not. There may be the odd little short, the odd little stream, but it will be streaming for half an hour. Like, it won't be anywhere near the level that I'm doing now. And I think that's just stuck with me because it gave me a good perspective as what the actual priority is. And it's the house, it's Abby, it's my job. Obviously I'd love to do this full time, but it could never happen, So I need to keep my priorities in check with that.
I'm the same in September. So if after that, my plan is that if I have time to do recordings or have recordings set ahead of time to last distance. So when they end, if I haven't got time, I won't do it. Yeah. So I do understand.
Yeah, no, I get it.
For me, I think it's a bit of a tough one. I think not necessarily what someone said, but it's more. I guess there's two of them, right? And I think the first one is not necessarily what he said, but more kind of what he's represented for myself. And this is going to be might sound quite deep. I don't mean it to sound as deep as it probably does sound, but it's story of Wrath, right? And he is maybe not in a egotistical or arrogant way, but he's maybe 2 to 3 years ahead of me in terms of success and where I want to be, right? And he is someone that looks like me, as in he is someone that's black, that's had this success in quite of a white male dominated area, right? Mm-hmm. And for me, I walked away from that conversation thinking I am 2 years sounds like a long time, but I've my YouTube channel is at least 6 years old, right? So it's, in terms of relative time, it's short. And to me, I walked away from that conversation thinking that I can do this if I do put the work in, right? Because I'm almost there. And then the second one was with Scorpio, who is doing what I want to do for a living, right? And we've had conversations away from the podcast and stuff, and it's I think you mentioned it, Marv, but it's someone that is massive, that that you can physically walk up to them and have a conversation outside of, oh wow, I've watched you on YouTube, or oh my god, it's you can have an actual conversation. And to me, I walked away from that. I even told my partner, I now feel closer to achieving my goal than not, even though I'm not anywhere closer, if that makes sense.
You're closer than you think.
I appreciate that, but if that makes sense. So I think it was those two conversations, and it's one of the reasons why I value this podcast so much, and like I will make time. Like podcast exclusive. I haven't actually announced this publicly anywhere, but Player Two and I have bought a house, right? And so we're in the process of thank you. We're in the process of packing. Hence why, like, I don't know if you can actually see that, but like that's all empty. There's boxes everywhere. We're moving this Friday. We've only started packing properly yesterday, right? But like I told her I need this time. Like I physically need this time to just sit down and do this because it's important to me. And those two conversations with Raf and with Scorpio, and even with Mag again, like because he's literally doing something kind of adjacent to what I want to do for a living. And those conversations really help cement that I am on the right path.
Yeah.
In a way.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's, going back to like pinch yourself moments,
Yeah.
when you kind of think back and think who you actually had on. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, there's, the big disparity in terms of followers. But just kind of going back to your question, Marv, there isn't one thing that this person said, but just their energy and their vibe and their love for making content is Lydia.
I was literally going to say that.
Like, and I think when we had her on, I may be wrong, and I apologise to Lydia if I got this wrong, but I don't even think she had 100 followers. And I don't mean that in like oh, she never even had this. I just mean she was a very small street content creator, and just being able to see how she went to everything, and then literally the next episode was Scorpio, who does it for a living, and they were very similar how they thought about the whole thing. It was just really interesting to see for me.
Yeah, no, brilliant. Any more questions, guys?
I don't think so. I think I'm questioned out.
Cool. Should we sign off?
Yeah, why not?
Right on time.
Well,
if you want to. We can do it if you want to.
No, I think that was a nice close. What I will say is fundamentally, and I'm speaking for myself here. Fundamentally, the two of you are probably outside of Dan, are probably foundationally the reason why we even have a podcast.
Yeah, 100%.
So it was only fitting that after a year of doing this, which sounds nuts, right? Like absolutely nuts.
Crazy.
It was only fitting to have the two of you come back on, and yeah, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you to both of you, and thank you to Dan as well, because it's been truly awesome. Like if you
it sounds like we're ending the podcast. We're not.
Yeah, no, we're not ending the podcast. But after a year of doing this, right, it's like, would I have thought that this would be such a integral part of my week? Absolutely not. But it has been. So yeah, that's
that. Sorry to jump in, Poetic. I think, and I'm hoping I speak for Luke as well. But you saying that like it's become part of your week, right? It's become part of your schedule.
Yeah.
And you do because you love it. The flip of that is it's become part of our schedule.
Yeah.
As a listener, like so you've achieved something in that year. I mean, way before that, let's face it. But you've achieved something where you're part of people's schedule because, I mean, we said it on when you come on my show. The dynamic you have, the friendship you have, the content you produce, it's so cool and so relatable and funny, and it's brilliant. And so you should accept that you've achieved something and really celebrate because you have.
Yeah. No, thank you.
I just before we end, I know we'll get you guys to kind of tell us where we can find you as well before we end. But I just want to talk about a weird little like butterfly effect. So obviously, Marv, you're on the podcast because you helped influence this podcast. But I don't know how many people know this, but I was originally meant to be episode 20 on
Yeah.
Marv's podcast.
I know you're going to say
And-
that, yeah.
Yeah, and the recording kind of messed up
Yeah.
completely on my end. So then Poetic ended up being episode 20. And then I ended up being episode 40. And I think after that podcast, I may have said to Marv that I'm thinking of starting a podcast. How would you feel? Fast forward a little bit, and I do the charity live stream, which is the first time that Luke sees me. In that charity live stream, I did a mock with Poetic on how it would run us talking, and now we're all here. So it's
Weird.
Yeah, that's
it's a
mad.
weird
That is-
little circle. But yeah, I'm grateful for all of yous. So yeah, it's been lovely.
What I will end this on is I can't wait for next year when we're all sat on a panel together
Yes,
doing what we love most.
TwitchCon.
Yeah. And with that future reading, I can't think of the word, but with that future reading, I'm going to end it there. Thank you both. Actually, sorry, before I end it, where can we find either of you? Luke?
I'm pretty much game_matter_ everywhere. Don't forget the underscores, like I almost did. And I don't think I've said it. Happy 1 year. Like
Nice
Thank
one.
you have been a staple of my week, and the whenever you take a break for a little bit, or something goes wrong, and there's not an episode on Monday morning, I'm like, oh, God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Well, there's going to be a little break for a few weeks now.
No, I know, but yeah, you've been smashing it, guys. So big congrats,
Nice one.
seriously.
Appreciate that.
Cheers, appreciate you. Marv, where can we find you?
So 2 places. Coach Marv Gaming on TikTok and Instagram. Instagram's really slow, but I'm lazy. I do have a YouTube page. It's going again slowly, but again, that's a time thing. I'm lazy. And the other thing is Chat Mini Gamer, the podcast, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, Apple. We've got some really great stuff coming along soon. I'm doing my 100th episode, which is madness.
Cannot wait for
I'm
that.
doing that
Yeah.
live on the 29th in the morning, 10 a.m., which I'll then record, and that'll go up after, answering some questions from people that have sent some questions in already, which is great. And on the same day, releasing 101. So 100 and 101 both going out the same day. And then normal
Nice.
social rooms.
Wicked. Luke, did you want to say something?
No, sorry. Ignore me.
I thought you put your hand up.
I was just picking up the champion of the game with my finger, but it clearly didn't really work, did it? Ooh.
And you may see me in a CTG shirt when I arrive at Thomas.
I like it. Nice.
Can't wait.
I need to get one.
See whether I big foam finger, just I'm here, like. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much. This has been a fantastic episode. And as always, gamers, happy
Happy
gaming.
gaming.